Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Habits of effective Muslims. Keep the end in mind. When planning anything, especially your own life, always begin with the end result in mind, because anything successful is created twice. Whether you're starting a business, whether you're building a house, coaching sports, or writing a movie, everything is started in the form of a plan first, and then it is acted out. This should be especially true when looking at our own life. You must ask yourself, where do you see yourself in 5 years, in 10 years? Go as far as your own funeral. When you are laying there in your grave and people are praying over you, did you have a plan for your life? Did you use your time and your money wisely? Did you have a spiritual plan, or did you let other people plan for you? An important part of planning is understanding the difference between managers and leaders. For example, you have a group of people that are blazing a trail through a dense jungle. The workers are the ones with the machetes, cutting down the plants and the trees, making their way through. The manager is the one that makes sure that the machetes are sharp, that people know how to cut in the proper way. And the leaders are the ones that climb to the top of the trees and tell you which direction to go in. So some people are managers, and they'll follow the plan of others, and others are leaders, and those are the ones who write the plan. Leadership is the ability to imagine, to create in the mind first, and then put into action. So whether it is in your own family life, in your professional life, or in the Islamic community, be a leader, someone who writes their own plan and transforms the community for the better. What are the consequences of not having a plan? If you don't have a plan, someone else will have a plan for you. What do I mean? If you're not proactive and make a plan for yourself, plenty of others are willing to do it for you. If you don't plan for your career, McDonald's has a plan for you. If you don't value your education and work on doing the right things, the prison system has a plan for you. If you don't want to have a moral or an ethical plan, guess what? The military, they have a plan for you too. You don't plan your time wisely and think about the decisions that you make, television and the internet has a plan for us with endless clicks. Ultimately, if we don't plan to follow the path of Islam, the shaitan has a plan for us by creating in us desires for temporary things. But the Holy Quran tells us the shaitan makes them promises and creates in them false desires. But the promises of the shaitan are nothing but deception. And how you plan your life has a lot to do with what is at your center. Because everyone has a center from which they derive 4 elements in life: security, guidance, power, wisdom. For example, someone may have money at their center. Then most of their planning in life focuses on earning money. They feel secure because they have a large bank account. They have a large 401k portfolio. They follow guidance in life that leads them to earning more profit. Their sense of power to do things in life comes from that wealth. Their life's wisdom is based on seeking more profit. Others may identify with the profession that they have and say things like, I am a doctor, I am a professor, I am an engineer. Their guidance or direction comes from having that title. They feel important because they have a title. Others may be spouse or family centered. Sense of security and guidance in life comes from that other person. They're dependent on that person. But all of these aspects of our life are aspects that should be managed and not be at our centers. They shouldn't be our leaders. And if we look at the tradition of the prophets, we see that they always had Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at their center. Security comes from Allah. In Surah Al-Hashr, it says Allah is the giver of security. Their sense of guidance in Ali Imran, whoever holds firmly to Allah has been indeed guided to a straight path. In Surah Al-Baqarah, all power belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And wisdom comes from knowing the Quran and the traditions of the Ahlul Bayt. And so it's important to recognize and move towards a position where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is at our center. Because unlike money, wealth, even family, children, houses, our titles. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't change. He doesn't depend on emotions. He won't leave or divorce us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not based on trends or fads, things that are here one day and gone the next. And remember what the Prophet Muhammad said to Abu Dhar. Take advantage of 5 opportunities before 5 other things. Take advantage of your youth before your old age. Take advantage of your health before you become sick. Take advantage of your wealth before you become poor. And take advantage of your free time before you become busy. And take advantage of your life